They immediately stopped their truck to avoid hitting what they originally thought was one of the many known large jungle animals residing in the forest around them. But they quickly realised that they were wrong. They became aware that the unknown animal actually resembled a giant tarantula.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drip Podcast. Now, for the eagle-eyed viewers, you will notice there's a couple of people missing. If you're listening, we'll explain. Jordan and Maya, they're not here. Just can't be asked, can they? Just giving it up. Nah, it's Maya's birthday, so they've gone out somewhere, I'm assuming. I don't know what they're actually doing. Don't know. Does anyone know what they're doing?
No.
Nope.
No.
Well, it's Maya's birthday, so I'm assuming they've gone out for a meal or something nice. But yeah, we're going to be talking about a couple of cryptids, so you got that to look forward to. A couple of cryptids that I've never really heard of before. Have either of you heard of the ones we're going to talk about before?
So I hadn't heard of either of them. The first one you brought to our attention, Bailey.
Oh, mate. I was traumatized. So, as a nearly 30-year-old man, what I do, obviously married with 2 children, sometimes what I like to do is go to the toilet to get 5-minute breaks from life, even when you don't need to go to the toilet. And obviously when you're doing that, obviously what you're going to do is scroll on TikTok. So that's what I was doing. And then that was the first video I was greeted with. So I quickly went back to reality because I thought, well, I'm not being funny. That's more terrifying. So yeah, it was rank. It caught me off guard. Luckily I was already on the toilet. So yeah.
Prepared.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, get too intimate, but what were you there for a shit? Or were you just there to pass time and you happened to just sit down on the toilet and maybe take a shit?
I mean, there may have been some. I'm going for a shit. I didn't need to poo.
That's it.
I didn't need to poo.
And we all do it.
We all do it. I mean, a lot of people, I would say, listening to this probably do that. If you're working a 9 to 5,
they're probably doing it now.
Probably doing it now, which is great. So you earn your bread. Yeah, you earn your bread. Earn your bread while pretending to poo. I love it.
You know, you got to calculate how much money you'd make on the toilet from each stop you make. That's when you know.
I would say probably from the age of 19 to 20, half my salary was earned on the toilet.
That's salary well earned, in my opinion.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, why would I do it in my own house?
Putting a fucking graft in on the fucking shitter, mate. Just leave it out.
That's it. This took a turn quickly.
It did. Oh,
anyway,
by the way,
cryptids.
Yeah, I just want to mention that we just glossed over it because it happened last week, but Bailey ain't got a face.
Yeah. I don't know what everything that is electrical in my house, or when I say house, on my desk is just slowly falling apart. It's almost like they have like a shelf life. So I think everything's that's what happens when you buy everything together. I think it all goes out at the same time. So which is fantastic. So I've hit that stage.
Warranty's gone straight in the bin.
Oh. That's it.
It is mysterious how it all has gone to absolute shit just after 30 East Drive. Like the first episode we did back after 30 East Drive, everything just went to shit for you.
Yeah, it's gone Pete song, mate.
There you go.
It's gone.
Possessed. Damnation.
Damnation.
Damnation. But yeah, this cryptid, Scott, because you got the correct pronunciation.
So I went out and got a bit of info on Bailey's mysterious TikTok cryptid, which I will relay to you now. So we have got the J'ba Fofi.
Nice.
How were you saying it, Lars, out of curiosity?
I think I was saying J'ba Fofi.
Yeah.
I do like that.
That's how I was going.
And to be fair, how it's spelt, that I just sounded it out, and I was like, that
makes sense.
Yeah.
So the J'ba Fofi, which translates, and this is very original and will give away the cryptid, translates to giant spider.
Well, now, as you've revealed the name, I'm just going to put a picture on the screen just so people get an idea. There you go. That's one image I've found.
Oh.
That's just a fun. Imagine that, though. I mean, I'm going to put a hazard guess that is either photoshopped or like a model of some kind in like an amusement park or some kind of
Almost
scary
certainly.
thing.
Yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
But just imagine if that was the genuine size of a spider.
Mm.
Hello. You'd just be running, wouldn't you? Well, you couldn't really run because you just
What would you do?
straight
You
away.
just accept, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd probably, I'd say you got two options there. You're not going to outrun it. I mean, fucking hell, it's got 8 legs. You're fucked. Or you could try and fight it off. You're not going to win, but you could die valiantly. I feel just give it a couple of stabs in the legs. Do you know what I mean?
Let's say, what is the go-to tactic for taking that down realistically? It would be leg shots, wouldn't it?
The
Yeah,
thing is,
well-
though, wouldn't their legs be like rock hard of that size?
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe you go for the like face.
Yeah, but
Treat it
look
like a
how tall it
bile
is, thoughuh?
titan. Just
Yeah, I treat it
Yeah.
how like you would basically defeat any enemy in Gears of War, which is just shoot it in the face.
Yeah,
If
works
you
for
have,
most things, to be fair.
it does.
yeah, that would put a lot of things down.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, that is a gnarly looking spider.
Yeah. So the J'ba Fofi is said. It's going to be a fun one every time I've got to say it. It's said to make its home in the Congo,
Ah,
specifically in the forests of the Congo, or the jungles, I guess they are more so.
Yeah.
So the giant spider first gained recognition in 1938 when a sighting was made by married couple Reginald and Marguerite Lloyd. So the couple was trekking through the region of the Congo when a creature ran out from beneath the bush and across the road in front of them.
Oh my god, I'm getting like things like crawl up my legs, mate. It's like creeping me out. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I hate them. Just fuck off.
They immediately stopped their truck to avoid hitting what they originally thought was one of the many known large jungle animals residing in the forest around them. But they quickly realized that they were wrong. They became aware that the unknown animal actually resembled a giant tarantula.
nice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I do not like spiders at the best of
Oh, I
times.
hate them. Oh, I hate them.
I mean, I'm not really fussed by them, but if I'm saying like in that picture, if the spider's as big as that, then yes, I don't like them. But
Obviously.
as a rule, I'm not really that fussed by spiders.
Yeah. It's
So-
like I don't mind spiders. Like up to it, like they there's very much an obvious sort of size chart of what I'm comfortable to deal with. Like I'll happily pick them up and put them outside. But then there's that tiny threshold. It's like, well, now I need to get glass and a bit of paper.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And then,
Yeah.
again, anything past that is too much. Once they get to the size of a fucking Amazon Echo Dot, it's like, hang on a minute.
Such an odd reference to how big they have to be.
I couldn't think of anything.
Okay, just for a Christmas special or something, can we just get like a compilation of Scott's size references? Like, yeah, that motherfucker's as tall as 2 shacks.
Oh, that was a thing, Christ.
That's a genuine reference. I believe that was from the Bigfoot episode.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
So
If you
did I.
haven't seen the Bigfoot episode, go listen to it. That's a great one.
Oh,
What did
that
you
was...
say? Like, I don't know. Can't remember what you said. It might have been last episode or the episode before. You said something about Shaquille O'Neal, and I can't remember what context it was in.
That was
Did you
that
s-
one.
It was that.
No, there was a different one. There was
Oh, was he walking
definitely
out
a
twice, was he?
different one. Yeah, because you said, oh, it's like Shaquille. I was like, hang on a minute, he's not dead. Or what was it? I can't remember what it was.
It was just-
Anyway.
It does ring a bell. We'll do that for a Christmas thing.
yeah, that's going to be a great editing.
Scott Shack references.
Oh. So they became aware that the unknown animal actually resembled a giant tarantula, but one that had a 4 to 5 foot leg span.
Fuck.
So is that per leg of
I
4
think
or
that-
5,
I think
or is
that's
that
the
from like
entire
side
thing.
to side?
I think that's side to side. But that's still
Still
quite a
pretty big.
sizable.
Oh mate, a 4-foot fucking spider. You taking the piss?
Yeah, and the 4 foot's if it's the small side of the estimate.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm not sure I'd be enjoying myself.
Yeah, once they
No.
reach the size of a boombox, I'm out.
Yeah.
Anyone knows what a boombox is? Because I don't really know myself.
I think it's just a large portable stereo, isn't it?
Yeah, portable
Little box that
nowadays
once
Well-
really doesn't hold up, but yeah, back in the day, it was
Yeah.
considered portable.
So, frightened, Marguerite ordered Reginald to immediately speed down the road and back to their home. The J'ba Fofi, I've got it written at the top of my screen how to actually pronounce it, by the way, so I do have to
Sorry.
keep looking up. Is described as looking almost like a normal tarantula, except a giant version.
Ah.
That is
Jesus.
absolute top class punditry.
That's
Yeah.
great. It's a
I didn't
spider,
write this. I want to put that out there.
but big.
I won't be having my creative.
Mate, I can definitely just feel shit on my leg. I just don't like it. Give a
Yeah,
fuck.
I'm a little bit itchy at the moment.
I
Don't
hate
check
him.
the corners.
The full-grown adults are covered in a fine dark brown hair and have 8 legs that span the distance of 6 foot. So that's like one of the largest.
Ah, great.
numbers.
Fuck that.
This means they're able to stand at least 5 foot tall if they stand with their legs together.
Wow.
Which, yeah,
Imagine that. You just like go to a public toilet to take a piss. Just one of those, just in the cubicle. It's like, oh,
I
right.
mean, that,
okay.
I'm
no, 'cause
sorry.
at that point, you've walked in there and he's basically just sat on the toilet.
Exactly. That's great.
How fucker you open the door and he's just there looking back at you like,
I'll give better though.
Oh, dear.
Jesus. The eggs of the J'ba Fofi are reported as being the size of walnuts, which I can't picture a walnut to sort of.
I mean, I don't
don't-
think they're that big.
I mean,
But then I don't
for
know how big
for a
spider is,
spider
huh?
eggs, I would say
For a
that's
spider, I
quite
guess
large.
that's quite large. Yeah.
I would say maybe like the size of like a quail egg.
Okay.
We're just picking the nichest shit.
There
Well,
you
to be
go.
honest, I do have recent experience of seeing a quail egg, so not that I
Yeah.
bought them. I just, I have seen one recently.
There you go. I would say that's probably about the size, maybe a little bit bigger than that.
Okay.
Fair
I
enough.
think it's just because it's egg. It's just an egg. That's where I went to.
And anyone who has got any quail knowledge, you'll know.
Tell us the measurements in the comments.
There we go.
So the size of walnuts and shaped like pea pods,
Oh,
which is an odd shape for an egg.
so why don't they just reference it to the size of a pea pod then?
Peapod, yeah.
Well, I think they're shaped like pea pods, not the size of a pea pod, because I think possibly.
I can't believe it. I can't
bigger
really
than a
think a pea
walnut?
pod's going to be much bigger. Is it?
Well, I don't know.
Let us know.
Yeah, no, yeah. Tell us the measurements down below. The
Hang on.
hatchlings,
Carry on.
the hatchlings are described as being bright yellow in color
Oh,
with a dull purple abdomen. As they
Okay.
age, they take on the brown color of their parents, and their fangs possess a highly potent venom that is said to kill.
obviously, because being that size ain't enough.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, it's overkill, isn't it?
yeah, a little bit.
You just
So
you don't need the potent
No.
fang.
No.
You don't need to be poisonous at that stage. You could just walk on someone and kill them.
Yeah, I'm sure like the pincers of the size of a spider like that
yeah,
would be enough just to pierce you and kill
Just
you.
Just
Yeah, I don't know if
rather
it-
than-
I don't
the
know if
venom's
it
just
walking
overkill.
on me. I don't know if it walking on me would do as much damage because it is only 5 foot.
yeah, I'm more thinking of the one in the photo that I put up. To be honest, I just
Yeah.
can't get the image out of my head.
That like 12
Yeah,
foot
size
tall
of
one
a
from the
palm
photo
tree.
probably would have a
Yes.
go on me, but the other one, less convinced by. So Baka natives, which are the native tribe from the region,
Okay.
say that the J'ba Fofi, ignore
Yeah.
the fact I look off screen every time I have to say that,
That-
spin giant webs between 2 trees and dig a burrow directly underneath, which it then covers with leaves and other forest debris and waits for prey to pass by. Kind of like a
trapdoor spider.
trapdoor spider, yeah. It sets up its own booby traps and then waits on its thing above for something to trap in it.
Love
Their
that.
main source of food is said to be forest antelope,
And antelope.
in this case the bongo and the duiker, which I
Actually,
guess it must
funny
be
enough-
small.
I'm gonna pop the image on because this is an artist impression. Because lo and behold, there are actually no real photographs of the spider, but there you go. Very, very on point.
I mean,
don't
that's a
know
little
if
bit bigger than 5 foot.
It is a little
Yeah.
bit bigger, but the animal looks very much like similar to an antelope.
Yeah, I'd say,
Oh, it's just
I'd say that's
creeping me out.
probably a forest antelope, which I guess is smaller than a regular antelope.
By what source do you have to go on that?
How many
Well-
echo dots?
Well, forest.
How many clipper lighters?
They also eat birds and other small to medium game.
That's
Nice.
rank.
Yeah. Now, natives of the area also talk of unfortunate tribesmen who've gotten caught in the thick webs only to become devoured by the spider laying in wait in the burrow below.
That's grim. It just hasn't happened, though, has it?
Well, I mean, probably
I feel like
not.
this would be like a lot more common knowledge if that fucker thing was like eating people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is like, of all the ones that we've talked about before, perhaps maybe minus Bigfoot, this is the one where like everyone would talk about this.
Oh,
if they
without
saw
a
it.
doubt, without a doubt, because it's just
Yeah.
like a thing you can definitely imagine being real. Do you know what I mean? Like the Bigfoot is just kind of like a more intelligent like ape sort of thing,
Yeah.
and this is just something we're very familiar with. We've all encountered just on a bigger scale. So that's why it kind of brings that more of like rankness, because you can kind of picture it being like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, more reports flooded about this creature from embattled Vietnam during the Vietnam War.
Jeez.
A 5-man team of US soldiers were apparently stalking through the jungle when they came across several spiders between 30 and 40 inches long. Now, I think that equates to being somewhere about 3 foot.
I would
So
say any standard TV.
yeah,
Standard
to be fair,
TV.
that's a very good point. One soldier reports that they opened fire on these spiders with M16s, but
Nice.
some of the
Yes.
spiders continued to move after being maimed by bullets.
Of course.
What?
So they might be bullet resistant,
Fucking hell.
or they're a terrible shot, 50-50.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Imagine
that's
going to
rank.
Vietnam and then you have to go through the horrors of like all the booby traps and shit that the Viet Cong set up. And then you see spiders about fucking the size of
Yeah.
a television that you would dream of at that point. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
40-inch big fucking spider? Yeah, right,
Yeah.
it's eating lead.
Yeah. Now, I haven't got
Fucking
this. I haven't got this one written down, but I did read a very similar description of a creature from Missouri in 2015.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, this creature was said to be about 3 to 4 foot in span,
That's
which
fine,
is still
baby.
still a sizable spider, though.
Yeah, about
And
a
it's
2015 LG plasma.
Yeah.
I believe that is still, bigger than most of the largest spiders recorded.
Yeah, I would say.
By a little bit.
Yeah, just by a little bit, man.
And yeah, so basically, a fisherman was fishing, and he turned around to reach for his flask, and the spider had it.
Oh, right.
Oh, he just took it.
But it had it hold. He picked it
What
up.
was
The
it?
spider was clinging on to it.
What was in the flask?
It didn't say in the description.
See, these are the details we need.
Yeah, it was a very. I didn't actually include it because it was a very small description, but I
That's fair
felt like I
enough.
had to
Know
mention
your
it.
audience, Scott. Know your audience. Come
Yeah.
on.
And then to bring it a little bit
You knew I
closer to
would've
home,
asked.
in
here we go.
2001, Sheila was a librarian in the UK.
Oh, Sheila.
While driving along Nottingham's Stone Bridge one evening, Sheila's headlights illuminated what she first thought was a hedgehog trying to cross the road. She slowed to take a better look and realised that the creature was no hedgehog.
Oh.
Sheila saw very clearly that it was a spider with legs that were 2 feet long.
Fucking
It scrambled across her
fucking hedgehog
path.
was.
It scrambled across her path and vanished through a gate at the side of the road.
It's more like a fucking badger.
So that
Jesus.
was Sheila's sighting. I mean,
Fuck
again, 2
that.
foot is still enough. That I think if I saw that,
That's it. I'm done.
that is bigger than an Amazon Echo. Therefore, I'm out.
That's it. He's got a point. Do you want to hear an interesting fact? Well, I hope it's a fact. Actually, no, I hope it's not a fact. But an
Just roll
interesting
it
thing
back
I
on
heard
it.
about spiders, right?
Go on then.
So apparently they're evolving. Okay. So they've
Right.
had a lot of interactions with humans. So now they can learn to play dead. How rank is
Nice.
that? So that you think you get them and then they don't move. You're like, well, killed it. Did you? You sure?
Yeah, but I always hit it a few extra times to make sure.
Oh yeah, mate. I fucking pummel it. Nah,
Like it can play dead as much as it wants. By the time I've cut its legs off with a pair of scissors, it ain't getting back up
Why you got them?
Jesus. What are you doing?
because they've
Just get
learned to
shit,
play
mate.
dead just in case.
Yeah. Apparently they've become more like they can withstand more pressure as well.
Have you seen there's,
Well-
I don't know what's, but they were just purely speculating now. Fuck it. I saw a video of a spider that can adapt to walk with only 3 legs.
See, adapt to walk with no fucking legs.
Well,
Wow.
Scott's
Rolly.
out there just plucking the legs off spiders, do you know what I mean?
You were that
I've
kid,
gotta
weren't
be
you?
done. Gotta be done.
You were
No,
that kid. I
wouldn't do
guarantee,
it.
Scott, you were that kid who'd catch Daddy Longlegs and throw him in spiders'
All right,
fucking
mate.
webs, didn't you?
They're the worst spiders. Can't stand daddy long legs. Spindly fuckers.
The-
Hate them. So that is the
Can't say it again.
J'ba
I will-
Fofi.
There we go.
That's it.
What do we
Fofi.
think of the J'ba Fofi?
Well, it's horrific, isn't it? There's no 2
Mhm.
ways about it. It's just pure terror.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really give a fuck about spiders in terms of like being scared of them most of the time. But if that does exist, then I've suddenly just acquired a new fear.
I
Yeah.
don't want to share the same sun as that fucker.
Yeah, I
Like-
mean,
I don't want. I want complete out. Complete out. Burn the planet down. You don't. Yeah, that's enough. It's theirs now.
That's it. Let's just start burning coal on a mass industrial scale, just to make sure we cook the planet.
just for
Get
that one
emissions
spider.
off. That's it.
Yeah. Just on the off chance it exists.
Yeah. So that does bring me on to a question.
Okay.
What would be, so in terms of cryptids, all cryptids, what would be the cryptid that you would least like to be real?
That.
It doesn't even have to be one you necessarily know, just one that you could describe.
Oh. Let's have a little think. Caught us off guard here, Scott. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Have you
I
got
did
one?
think of
like
the question a
that,
second
Scott?
ago.
Yeah, have you got one?
I mean, it would probably be a scorpion, like a giant sort of.
Oh, don't tell me you're talking like Dwayne the Rock Johnson from like the Mummy 2000, like 1999.
Not quite. No, I am thinking, like a rhinoceros-sized scorpion.
So the Rock in the 1999 Mummy
But
Returns.
yeah, but he doesn't have the rock's head. It's still a scorpion. Like
Ah.
there's no Dwayne Johnson attached to the end of it.
Fair enough.
Just scorpions are like spiders, but they also have big stingy fucking tails. So not a
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. There's been reports of scorpions in the UK recently.
I've seen those. Not a fan.
They
Apparently
glow in the
they come over in
dark.
fruit.
The glow in the
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah, if you shine a certain light on them, they will like fucking glow in the dark, mate.
Nice.
Quality. Least likely one I'd like to be real.
Hmm.
I just can't get anything worse out of my head
You-
than that giant spider, mate. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. It's there. I mean, maybe the giant spider that can actually stand up on 2 legs,
Oh yeah,
and then the other legs are just used to grab rather than run.
Oh,
yeah. That's that. Basically, the J'ba Fofi, but on like steroids.
Yeah, so it can
Just
stand
10
up
times worse.
and it can grab.
Yeah, that's a very good answer. Loz.
I feel like, I mean, as much as I like the idea of dragons, anything dragon related, I feel like if that was in reality, would be a fucking nightmare.
Hmm.
Just because you can't. The only way you could really escape a dragon is just going underground,
Yeah.
and that's a shit existence. You
Yeah.
just start living.
Are we
underground.
talking like proper mythical dragon, like flying, fire
Desolation of
breathing?
Smog, sort of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What do you do if they're the size of what they're depicted in like fiction and that? What
Yeah,
what do you do against
it's
it?
like when you look at all these things in fiction, you see people going at them with bows and arrows, and you're like, "What's the point? Just don't even
Yeah.
try.
Just
You're
pick
just
up
gonna
your
piss
loaf
it
of
off.
bread you've like waited so long for and just fuck off.
Just go to a cave somewhere, go underground,
Yeah.
They rule the surface now. We've
You
accepted
forget
it.
about those underground dragons, boy.
Yeah, that's true. Some of them just live in caves.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
the
go.
thing. They also live everywhere.
That's great.
Yeah.
You're not safe underground. You're not safe in the sky.
No. Yeah. So talking of dragons, that kind of brings us on weirdly nicely to the next
Oh
next
yeah.
script that I have here, ish,
Okay.
sort of.
It
So
definitely
this
won't, will
is
it?
this is the Tatzel worm.
Right, I'm going to put this one.
So-
I feel like just you need to see a picture of it
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
before I
got
get
no
to the
idea.
description.
You described it to me and I still can't picture it.
Right, Scott, give a very brief description, and I'll put a picture up.
Okay. So it lurks in the Alps and primarily around Switzerland. It lives in the mountains, obviously, of the Alps, and preys on animals and scares locals. It's described as
course.
a stubby lizard creature
Love
with
that.
between 0 to 6 legs
Hang on a minute.
and measuring between 1 and 7 feet in length.
Well,
Nice.
are we sure that this is the same account of the same creature? How can something have 1 and 7 legs?
6 legs.
Oh,
One-
6
one-
legs, sorry.
1 to 7 feet in length.
Uh,
I had to write that bit very specifically when I was writing it down.
so
'cause the first time
0
I
to
wrote-
6 legs.
The first time, the actual thing I was basing it off said it has between 0 and 6 feet, and then it measures between 1 and 7 feet, and that my head couldn't wrap around that.
Okay. So now that's just that if it's described them as feet rather than legs, now I'm just thinking of like the little worm thing in Mario.
Yeah, yeah, it does describe it as stubby, so that would probably make sense, to be honest.
Do you know the thing I mean? Like the little yellow worm thing with like balls on body or whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact that it can have 0 to 6 legs, Scott, makes me think you've had a go at it.
Well,
I mean, let's put a
Uh,
picture up.
yeah, whack
Yeah,
a
let's
picture
have a
up.
look at. Let's have a look
This
at
is
this
one of the
thing.
ones I found, but
Oh.
it describes it more as dragon-like in this.
Yeah,
bit.
no, very yeah.
So I will get on to that because I've got a few other.
It looks like it's got
Exciting.
kind of like a big cat's head, like sort of
Yeah.
like a jaguar.
Yeah.
Or puma.
So one of the key features of the Tatzel worm is its cat-like face.
There you go.
The Tatzel worm is also described as having poisonous breath, which is said to potentially be lethal.
Jesus. Okay.
So, yeah, it's
Clack.
kind of, I guess it's kind of snaky. Some people describe it as dragony.
It depends on what sort of mythology of dragon you're looking at, I guess, because that's very similar to like what you see in like the Chinese dragon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were a few anecdotal sightings of Tatzel worm, with Hans and Thomas Tinner encountering the creature on the mountains of Frumsen in Switzerland. It's said that this creature was around 7 foot long and was described as a cat-headed serpent with a blackish grey body and no legs.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
the legs thing is a bit. Some of them have legs, some of them don't. But the key,
Maybe
like-
you got to go like through ranking.
yeah,
And just
the key
grow
bit
legs.
is it's kind of serpenty with a cat head, which is quite distinct.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the legs are kind of being disregarded in a weird kind of way. Like maybe it just wasn't. Maybe it didn't have his legs extended out.
Potentially.
Residents in the neighbourhood complained that their cows' udders were being mysteriously suckled, and that when the Tatzel worm was
Tiger.
killed, this stopped.
Ah, so they caught one and killed it, did they?
Allegedly. I can find no way of how they killed it. I did see another one which didn't have any real description in it, other than apparently they went at it with hatchets.
Right.
I
And
know.
apparently that works. I mean, yeah, that would probably work. So another anecdote tells of a 4-legged cat-faced mountain dragon, described by Andreas Rodener as something he encountered in 1660, which then reared up onto its hind legs and became as tall as a man.
Right.
So what are we
Whoa.
thinking about that?
I want one. They're cool as fuck.
Yeah.
They're cool.
I mean, the poisonous breath thing is annoying.
Yeah, that's pretty shit. That's pretty shit. Just get him some like dentist sticks or something. You know, do that plaque in.
Yeah.
Do that plaque in a little bit. But like, we've gone from literally the worst fucking cryptid I've ever seen to probably one of the coolest. This one's sick.
Yeah, this one is. This one
From
just
this picture,
feels
from the picture that
cooler.
we're seeing, it's cool.
That is very true.
This is definitely the better picture of the two that I got.
Let's see the other one.
All right, hang on. The other one's pretty lame.
Oh.
Just looks like a snake with a cat's head.
Did you draw it?
No. I would love to say I drew it because I think it's a fucking masterpiece, but look at that.
Yeah.
Just chowing down on a
What-
fucking
what-
pig's head.
Why has that guy in the background got a man on a stick?
I think that is the man running away in the distance, and
Ah.
the bloke happens to have a stick in front of him.
I think the bloke's possibly trying to throw sticks at the tassel worm to.
Ah.
That'll do it.
I mean, that's
It's
not.
not good.
That's kind of like a house cat, rather than big cat.
Yeah. It's still. I mean, it still wouldn't be fun to meet in public.
The thing is, what
Definitely
I
not.
don't get with all of these creatures, why are they always aggressive?
That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Why are
Yeah.
they always like, oh, they'll kill you? Why?
Well, I guess is it aggressive or is it just trying to like get its lunch?
I mean,
If it's eating a pig for lunch, got a
Well,
theory.
I think it's obviously trying to get some sort of sustenance, and maybe
True.
these farmers are just interfering with the sustenance.
but what makes this thing think it can just go after a pig? I mean, like house cats go for like mice.
Yeah, but this is a house cat with a tail. Hang on.
Hang on a minute. Well, what fucking cats do you know,
What?
mate?
Yeah, I realised too late to stop that. That was
Scottish
entirely
cat
on me.
Is not great.
That's it. Great.
So, more recently than that sighting from 1660, in 1779, farmer Hans Fuchs.
So recent.
Yeah, it's not as recent as I'd like, but farmer Hans Fuchs allegedly encountered. Allegedly encountered.
That's not his name.
It's Fuchs, Fuchs.
That's not his name. Hand Fugs. His name's Hand Fugs.
Farmer
That's what he
Hans
charges 40 quid.
Fuchs
Oh, hands for plural.
allegedly encountered 2 tassel worms in the mountains.
Yeah, I
Fighting
bet.
for his life.
Sorry, no, carry on.
Fighting for his life, Hans fled to his home and died of a heart attack. However, before he died, he told his family of the encounter.
Hang on.
That
hang on.
was
So
lucky, wasn't it?
he saw 2 tassel worms and he managed to obviously escape.
Mhm.
And then he died of a heart attack.
He sprinted his way home from the tassel worms, going, "Oh no, tassel worms!"
And then he's gotten to safety. Well, let's just assume it is a moment of safety because tassel worms, can follow him. But then he's had a heart attack.
He's got home, and all the excitement has done him in. He's had a heart attack,
How cruel is it?
It's
and
all that Hans
before he
fuck.
died, Hans Fuchs
Shit.
describes a 5 to 7 foot creature with a serpent-like body, 2 clawed front legs, and a feline head.
So the 2 front legs seems to be kind of like the go-to, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I guess the thing to think is it's seen and seems to live in the snowy mountains of the Alps, where I guess its legs would kind of be
I
sunken
feel like,
potentially.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Switzerland is the last place I'd expect any cryptid to be ever. I don't know
Except
why.
Bigfoot.
Well, maybe Bigfoot because there's
Yeah,
forests.
Yeti. Well, Yeti, I guess,
But this, I don't picture this being in
especially
Switzerland.
a kind of snaky like creature just doesn't strike me as a Swiss Alps kind of guy.
I'm getting like South America vibes.
Yeah.
Possibly even the Congo. I could also see that would make sense. Places like rainforesty and then the final sighting of this creature is Schoolmaster Henrique, who claims his name's Schoolmaster Henrique.
That's
Isn't
his
that
name.
his first
that
name's not
may be his-
Schoolmaster, is it?
That might be his job title.
I was going to say
Okay.
Schoolmaster.
Because if I'm not being funny, after Hans Fucks, you're telling me this guy's name's Schoolmaster. There's no way that these accounts are real.
Schoolmaster Henrique. I'm guessing that's his job title, but it doesn't.
His name's
specify.
Henry. His name's Henrique, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I don't think his name's Schoolmaster. He claims to have seen a creature that he claimed was a stolen worm, or a stollen worm, which is a different name for the same creature from a different part of the European folklore. This
Okay.
creature has 6 or 7 different names, which I will get up at the end just to rattle
Jesus.
through. This was in 1811, sorry, he claims to have seen this, so more recent again.
Yeah, a few years back.
Yeah, not too long ago. Describing this creature as having a forked tongue, a serpent-like head, but it was rather wide. The head was rather wide. And 2 stubby feet. He described it as being 1 clafter tall. Now,
What?
a clafter is a Swiss unit of measurement from the 1800s, which is about 5'9".
Why is that
So
a
they have a
measurement?
unit of measurement for 5'9".
Well, it's actually 1.8 meters.
Why would you need so what was the measurement in their language?
1 clafter.
1 clafter.
Yeah, I assume that's like the measurement of something. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
would
sounds
guess
like a measurement that you fucking come up with.
but I googled it afterwards, and it told me the translation was 5'9". So that
What?
feels like it might be true.
Great. I'm
Google could have lied to me,
me.
in fairness, but 5'9" feels about right for this creature because it's between
Great.
5 and 7 foot. And he's also described it as being about as thick as a man's leg.
Okay.
Well, that's not a fucking usual.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Didn't have a measurement for that.
No measurements for girth, no. Love
Apparently not. So what do we think of the Tatzelworm?
I
It's
mean,
cool. It's cool.
yeah,
I'm not
it's
gonna lie.
definitely. I'd say it's a bit more. I'm thinking it like I think Bailey's thinking about having it as a pet.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I'd have one. As a
So-
pet. It's cool.
That compared to a
Oh.
potentially like 5, 6 foot across spider. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably out of the two the better one
So-
to have as a pet.
The other
But it's-
names,
Breath.
while I have them here, are so it's Tatzelworm, Stollenworm, Stollworm, and then we get to other parts of Europe, such as Austria, Bavaria, French, Italy, and the Swiss Alps, which this was in the Swiss Alps, but we've got Bergstutz,
Hey?
Springworm, Platzelworm, and in French, Arassis.
Erasmus.
Nice.
Arassis.
There you go.
So that is the Tatzelworm. What are we thinking of that one then, other than Bailey wanting
The
it as a pet?
only question I've got, Scott, is how comes it started off as the Tatzel worm, and then as we got to the end of it, it's now the Tatzel worm.
Yeah, one of the spellings on the page I was looking at had a V in it, so I kind of assume all of them are meant to be said like that.
Ah, that's how it's pronounced. There you go.
I don't know if that's true, but it just feels
Worm.
right.
Worm.
Feels kind of Swiss. So
There you
yeah,
go.
It's a
that is
strange
2 interesting cryptids.
hybrid of a cat and some sort of snake / dragon.
Yeah,
I rate it.
I'll rate it. I like that one. That one's cool. It's much better than the fucking man pig.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
If you remember that one, audience,
that was an
Throwback.
experience.
that was a
What was that?
throwback.
Was that Canic Chase?
Yeah.
Mm.
Where that bloke just read like 15 books.
Yeah, he's released another one since that podcast.
There you
Of course
go.
he has. That's it.
He's prolific.
I feel like we all knew he would, really, but
If you throw enough shit to the wall, something will stick eventually, won't it? I guess.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Nah, I'm sorry.
He's an accredited author by himself.
No, we shouldn't be
Self-accredited.
throwing shade. We shouldn't. No, let's not throw shade at people. Let's not throw shade.
we're not throwing
I
shade.
respect
He's a successful man.
I respect it.
He's written many books.
Okay.
I can't even
Good.
write 2 fucking sentences.
But yeah,
So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy's written like 15 books. Fair play.
That's
So
all
at
the
this point,
sentences
I would is at this point I'd usually say, do we have a question of the week for the Patreon question of the week? But I genuinely don't think we have.
I am scrolling back through as we speak.
I've seen a lot of happy birthday messages for Maya, which
Yep.
is great
It is
because
good.
it's her birthday.
That's it.
But none of them are questions. But then we don't ask for
We
questions.
didn't know. There is.
We need to start doing that.
We need
Yeah.
to bank some. We don't have to ask every time because we forget every time.
100%.
There was a question I saw on one of the podcasts on YouTube, which I can shout out, which doesn't quite fit the Patreon question of the week, but it's a
I guess
question.
we're going to have to because we
It's
need
kind of
to.
an on-brand question because I think it's a question you have previously used on APMA,
However, okay.
which is if they were to make a drip movie, who would you have cast to play each of us?
Okay.
Right.
Which
Should we do Maya and Jordan first? Have a bit of a conversation about
God.
them because
Yeah,
they're not.
Yeah.
They
they're not
can't.
here to defend
They
themselves.
can't defend themselves.
Yeah. So
I think we
what are
all
we
know who
thinking?
Jordan would want for him to. He would want to pick Jake Gyllenhaal, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, I was going to say Jake Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal, however you meant to fucking say
Gyllenhaal,
it.
over his, yeah, that's who we'd want to play him. I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll give him that. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Then
He can have that one.
What about Maya?
this is where it gets more difficult.
Um,
I don't know, and I'm also cautious that we're all thinking, which leads to a lot of silence on a podcast.
Well, I was going to say Zendaya. Is that how you say her name? The one who.
yeah.
But then I
Yeah.
don't know if that's. I don't know. Obviously, she's a well-known actress.
She is a
probably-
well-known actress.
right
She could
job.
probably pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine would probably be like Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
Because I know you're laughing because you're thinking, you know what? He's actually probably pretty spot on.
Yeah, I mean,
It's her birthday, Jesus.
No,
he's-
not for Maya. For me,
Oh,
you did.
Right.
Why would Simon Pegg play Maya?
I was a bit confused. That makes more
Jesus.
sense.
oh dear,
Yeah.
I could see
can
that.
see
To
it.
be fair,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Yes.
Yeah.
What
What about you, Scott?
I don't know.
Right.
I'm at a blank.
This is turning out to be a fucking great question, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, I would like. I don't think it would be very good, like in terms of. Actually, it probably would be, because I mean, I like Zach Galifianakis,
Okay.
and yeah, I like a lot of his films. I think he's a good comedian. Whether he's going to be good at ghost hunting in a film, I don't know, but I'll stick him in there
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, I'll say that's quite. I think that would be quite a good. I think that would be quite good, to be fair. Go on, Scott.
So
Just gonna come out of like
I'm
Chris Hemsworth or
thinking
something.
my go-to, the go-to one I'm thinking of is Nick Offerman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of similar to Galifianakis in
Nick Offerman,
many ways.
he's quality in Parks and
Yeah.
Recreation.
Yes. Which is about the best I can think of right now.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's us. That's the movie. Sorted.
So we got Jake Gyllenhaal,
Mm-hmm.
Zendaya. I still don't know if that's the correct way to say it. Oh, you said Simon Pegg, didn't you?
Simon Pegg. That'll probably do.
Zach Galifianakis and Nick Offerman.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That is a cast. That is a cast of a movie.
What a cast!
Podcast.
I'd watch
There
it.
you go.
I want it to be real. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Get them all up.
Do you know how we can make that happen? Right. Movies need funding. Right. Join the Patreon.
Yeah.
£1 a month.
£1 a
Just jump
month.
on there. £1 a month. Behind the scenes content of all the investigations, little sneak peeks, etc., etc. I think you get the old investigations a day early, don't you?
You
I
do.
think so.
Get the old
You also get sneak
investigations a day
previews of
early.
the investigations.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
One
And-
released recently.
Yeah.
We've also, Jordan's been sending out stickers as well to
Oof.
some of the patrons.
Yes,
I don't know if
yeah.
everyone's got one as of yet, but he has sent them out to patrons. We're seeing people in the chat, which you can be part of for £1 a month, sending in pictures of them sticking them on their phones, on their PCs. So yeah, they look cool. And
Yeah.
Bailey designed them.
Yeah.
Which
Mine
they-
come through the post today.
There you go.
Mine's not arrived yet, but I'm sure it will be here soon. I am excited.
There you go.
I'm going to put it there.
Nice. I
For
think you
the
should
audio
probably,
listeners, he's
yeah,
just
put it
pointed to
there.
the map and said he's going to put it in the
Oh, yeah.
in the.
Middle of the
Yeah.
Irish Sea.
That's it.
Great.
Well, I think we've done a fairly successful job of talking about two cryptids, and not so successful job of doing a Patreon question of the week. But
Yeah.
it was a question, and we got
Yeah.
there.
We got there
is the week.
eventually.
We did. We did. We need to keep asking for questions in the Patreon chat.
Mhm.
It needs to just keep. In fact, I'm going to do it after I press end recording in a minute. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching and listening from wherever you are. And we've got a new outro. We're gonna go with drip drop
Drip
out,
drop. See it.
drip drop out. See you later, everyone.